Now, over the course of the past 2 decades, a lot has changed. Mobile phones, the internet, the way we interface with our world has changed fundamentally. Well, a lot has changed except for two things. College kids want flashy, sporty motorcycles to ensure their street cred stays up, and college kids' dads will do everything in their power to ensure that doesn't happen. Now, ever since Bajaj launched the Pulsar brand in 2001, I assumed that they'd be at the center of many such a conflict. Of course, now there's a compromise in the form of this. It's called the Bajaj Pulsar 125, and it's basically a Bajaj Pulsar 150 wrapped in a more dad-approvable package.
The Pulsar 125cc shares most of its cycle parts with the Pulsar 150, including the motor, which is identical to the Pulsar 150 with a shorter stroke and displacement. The frame is also shared with the Pulsar 150 Neon. Even when it comes to design, the Pulsar 125cc Neon is almost identical to the Pulsar 150. Right down to the 240mm disc up front. Although Bajaj does have a lower drum variant on sale for about 2000 rupees less, the only thing that tells them apart is the color of the badging, the badge itself and the combi brake module on the front brake lever.
So now that we've told you that your father will approve of the Pulsar 125, the question is it still a fun, sporty motorcycle, or is it a commuter in Pulsar's clothes? Let's hop in the saddle and see what she's all about.
It's ride quality where the Pulsar 125 excels, especially when it comes to NVH levels. The 125cc mill is really very refined even when you're putting it through its paces. Even at 100 km per hour, the motor whirs along at 8000 RPM. It's only after that point that the engine really starts feeling strained, which is commendable for a 125.
So what Bajaj have essentially done with the Pulsar 125 is go back to their roots and look at the idea that started it all. That was massification of thrill. And with the 125, I think they've done exactly that. It's a safe, economical, but still very exciting motorcycle. And it's not really a commuter, but you still get that very commuter-friendly mileage. At 6K less than the Bajaj Pulsar 150, I'd say this is a pretty good deal.